Hi, it's Candy with the Art of Planning, where we do planning pretty, on purpose, and powerful. And this is the week of June 27th through July 3rd, but I went ahead and planned through July 4th because it's a holiday weekend. So I'll show you what I did to add that to it. The week before July 4th, that whole weekend before, is really the time that we will celebrate. So I thought it was more important to include July 4th with the week prior than it was to include it with the week that it's actually in. And I also did this spread with one kit. So it's kind of a one kit spread. And I love it too. This is with one of my favorite vendors. It's A Heartfelt Life, which I do. I work with her stickers a lot and I absolutely love them. And it's traditional, but it's kind of got the old type feel to it. It's not a bright red, white, and blue, as you can see. It's more of a subdued. The colors are a little antique-ish, if you will, but that's what I love. I kind of love things off the beaten path, and so that was the layout that I used. Now, I'll show you this just real quickly because I did not haul her stickers, and I should have. I just did not have time to do it. If you guys watch other videos on my channel, you know what I've been going through and everything that's going on in our family and our life. So I just didn't have time to haul these. I will get that done later this week because I have a lot of catching up to do. But here are the stickers that I worked with. They were the to-do headers, the today headers in a tan, and the little things in a blue. And you'll notice this red is not bright red. It's almost slightly a cranberry red, almost. And then here is, now I need to tell you this too. I ordered these in two different batches. I ordered some of them weeks and weeks ago, and then I ordered others just a couple weeks ago. And there is kind of a little difference in some of the blues. I don't know if that's what it is or not, but you'll notice here, some of these blues almost are a little more turquoise, as opposed to some of these, which are a lot more navy. So I was a little bit careful about what I used because I wanted all of those to work together. It's not all that big a deal. It would have been fine to mix them all together. I'm just a little OCD like that. So, and these had the flag bars, the side bars. These had the half boxes. These had full boxes. Here's some little heart dots that you can use. Here was a weekend banner. I chose another one to use. There were actually two of the Plan Mini banners, so I ended up with two. So this is one of the stickers. Here's another one I used a lot off of that. There was a weekend sticker here. There were full boxes, ombre boxes. There were some more flag sidebars here. You can see that. There were a lot of half boxes here, whole boxes, some of the octagons, and then some of the I don't know what you guys call these, quarter boxes, just little note boxes, that type of thing. So that's what I used with from the Heartfelt Life. That's all I used as we went through this. And the two washies that I used were this sparkle red, kind of a glittery, although it's not glitter. It doesn't scrape off all over the place. But I used a glitter red, which I thought looked quite nice with the red that's almost a little more cranberry, but I thought it worked well with that. And then I used the gold that had the stars on it. This gold I think very closely matches the tan, so I think we're good there too. So I don't do a lot of navy blue. I don't have a lot of navy blue washi. I had some other washi. I picked and chose between those because again, there is enough variety in all the wonderful stickers. I think I can get a little bit too much going because, again, OCD going on there, okay? So I used mainly the selection of things from the stickers to make the layout nice. I added just some washi very carefully in what I chose, okay? The other things that I use, small scissors. I do use an X-Acto knife on this in particular because this washi tape it won't tear. I can't get it to tear against a straight edge or anything nicely. So I use an X-Acto knife, cut very easily, precisely, and that works well for me. So those are the tools I use. Now, I'll show you what else I did. Got to get after the water already. Okay, so our 4th of July holiday is actually on a Monday, and it's actually into the next week. I didn't want to include Monday in next week's layout. I wanted to include it in this week's layout. So what I did was I went and ran this page off on cardstock. Then I just cut the 4th to size to fit on this page. And you'll notice I did that because, do you see how the 4th is black and white? It's not in color here. And yeah, I know I could have gone in, and I know a lot of you guys you go over and do the numbers, you go over and do the days with different stickers. I have not gotten into that enough lately that I have those materials, and it doesn't concern me that this shows off in a black and white manner. So I taped it to the end of this week's spread. So see, I can just, when I want to close it, I can just fold it down. It is simply taped right here. Can you see? Can you see how that's just taped? And it's taped to fold to the inside. So when I'm done, there's that week's. And I really liked including it on this because I am considering Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday the holiday weekend, because so many people recognize that and vacation like that and plan like that. So when I decorated like that, that's what I wanted to do. So it made much more sense to do this, and that was the only way I could really figure out how to do it. So add that on here as the 4th, tape it onto the end, and then include it right here so I could decorate it and look at it all like that. So I hope that makes some kind of sense to you. I love decorating it that way, and it makes a whole lot more sense to me. So full boxes and full boxes right here. I just really love the July 4th holiday and what it stands for, and those that need to be recognized during that time, and our country particularly that needs to be recognized during that time. I have visited with you on this channel before about my productive times are in the morning. So I've gotten to where I use the ombre box for the most part in the very first little part of here, in the very first section of here. I use the full ombre boxes because that's where I'm going to be able to list out things for me to do. And even in the second one, that's still a productive part of my day. So I've got things where I can go ahead and list and list and list. Coming down here to the end, that's, even if that's wind down, that's where I can go ahead and think about anything I need to add to the next day. Because this is quiet time, but I know what I didn't get done here. I know that either has to be moved here, or I've thought about other things that need to be done here. So that's kind of how my mind works. I usually start over here and cover up that little space that says thankful thought. I usually do it with a motivational thought. I didn't have anything that was fit in here with the colors and all of that, so I put the stars on the blue background, and down here I put the American flag, as well as putting it over here on the actual day of July 4th. The rest of the week is figured in to be a productive week. We personally do not have plans over July 4th, but I know a lot of people will leave town, will have all sorts of fun vacations, and will take Friday through Monday off. That's why, even though I treated the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday, and Monday, I treated that as a holiday because I know a lot of people will be gone. I went ahead and on Friday put a checklist box here, and I put the hexagon so I can write more notes. On Saturday, I left room for there to be some things there, as I did on Sunday, although Sunday at our house is not to go and do or plan. And then Monday, I pretty much filled it in with just some visually attractive things. There will not be a lot done here. We will celebrate the 4th, even though we won't be gone on vacation doing anything fun. So the other thing I did, and I usually do, is down at the bottom, a lot of times we'll fill this in with washi if I don't see a busy week coming, so that I can fill up these bottom different lines. Now, if there's a busy week that I know is that I'm looking at, then I will leave this part empty, and I can use these lines below to go ahead and write more tasks, make notes, do that type of thing. That's not going to be done on here this week. It will be done in a different planner, but not on this week. And then the other thing I do, so my washi goes down here. The gold washi is at the bottom of the last box. So the stars are at the bottom, and then this red washi is laid just right underneath the gold washi. For the weekend, I treat that differently visually, so it can be, again, its own little section. So I went ahead and put the gold stars at the bottom of the last box, but for the weekend, I put the red glitter washi above that. So we've got continuity on the page, but it's still divided, so it can look like, I mean, it's obvious that this is different than this. And at the top, I do that also. So here we've just got headers and things to do. When we get to the weekend, then we start again with the gold glitter. And below that, I put the washi that's gold and has white stars on it. I meant red glitter. I'm sure you guys caught that, didn't you? Then I put the weekend banner right here on Saturday and Sunday, which I always do, even when these are just regular days of the week. But Saturday and Sunday is always my weekend banner. Then I put a little area right here, Sunday afternoon, to plan for the next week. And then that's how my whole week turned out. I will go from here. I do have things that I already need to fill in, but it was more important for me to get the layout done this week than it was for me to, at this point right now, get things filled in. So again, it was a one-shop layout. It was a heartfelt life. I am so excited with the way it turned out. It's going to be very workable for me. I'm finally getting to where I know how to lay this out so it is workable for me. So if you liked the video, be sure and give it a thumbs up. If you liked it and aren't subscribed, please feel free to join our YouTube family and subscribe. We would appreciate it so much. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. If you have any ideas or anything to share, I just love hearing from you guys. I love your comments. They're so much fun. So subscribe, like, and be sure and tune in, because I got a whole bunch of other, I think we are finally on us back at home and where we can be on a schedule and where I can be a lot more consistent. So thanks for your patience. Please know I appreciate it, and I will look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks. Bye.